Miritsu01 says why?
How in the world are you playing and typing at the same time?
Magic. Wouldn't it be tough if second floor was wood floor too? Door gone.
Miritsu01 says has it made any diamonds? Hi Kavatham says next time we definitely gotta play horror server.
Awesome sauce.
Rick Orion says Miritsu01 says get that creeper off. Hi Kavatham says we made a new nether portal though. Hi Kavatham says but no diamond. Miritsu01 says where?
Love that reaction.
Miritsu01 says what's the thing beside it? Hi Kavatham says used it to store the lava. Miritsu01 says move biggie. Miritsu01 says get off.
Let's get down to business.
Miritsu01 says there's a creeper on my house.
That house is great. Yay!
Thank you.
I want to move in. This is our house. Oh, the window's low-key freaky. LMAO.
Awesome.
Hi Kavatham says can I put my Rick Orion says this is me and Starboy's house. Hi Kavatham says Rick Orion says LMAOO. Rick Orion says yes you can.
PLS let me comment.
Hi Kavatham says so I'm just a passenger princess now. Miritsu01 says it reminds me of something but I can't remember what. Rick Orion says blood. Miritsu01 says no. Hi Kavatham says what MRT cup will look like once I mortar him. Hi Kavatham says my house now.
Layla better let Mr. Teacup be.
Rick Orion says Nulu. Rick Orion says bro. Rick Orion says don't burn it. Rick Orion says PLS/3. Miritsu01. Hi Kavatham says are you stupid? Hi Kavatham says you need to put grass in the dirt. Rick Orion says huh. Miritsu01 says I don't think that's how. Hi Kavatham says it is. Miritsu01 says since when?
Skibbity said let there be toilet.
Hi Kavatham says
So let there be
BTW
light.
the cows escaped again.
LMAO. Ladder Loki PMO.
Hi Kavatham says I know why. Hi Kavatham says BC of the vines.
What you gonna do about it?
Not sure.
Stairs.
Hi Kavatham.
It too small though.
Let me try.
Stairs outside. OMG.
Hi Kavatham says Starboy should get skinned and mortared. Rick Orion
Good
says
try,
no.
IG.
Miritsu01 says so violent.
What is Layla's existence even about? I love the ahoge.
Hi Kavatham says Starboy du Feder Horensan ich verdi dike verbren und auffassen nachdem ich dike hot und danach verdi ich dien Mutterficken. Miritsu01 says I feel like my house is too big when looking at everyone else's.
Layla a little
Hi
odd.
Kavatham says I am a make my own house too.
Bro's talking about my mother.
LMAO.
BRB.
Why'd he die?
Where he went. Climate change.
When will you get Fox? He just flew away. I got kicked, sad face. We all got. Why would someone kick Maritsu, my goat?
Grr.
Why would someone like Starboy? What happened? Everyone does, bro.
I thought Michelle was bad. Layla trippin'.
But Starboy. What's happening here? Why disconnect? ALR, you go AFK for a minute, see y'all. Layla kicked y'all. At Starboy, no. Don't come back, Layla.
LMAO.
MJPLS ban Starboy. Never.
Bro's asking for the impossible. Milk candy.
It is advantage.
Yes.
Why is Starboy always beefing? I saw some nerd joining. Hope that was a bug.
Charlie Bean 322 joined the game.
LMAO. Oh no.
Rick Orion says whoa.
Wah. Oh my days.
Miritsu01 joined the game.
spare us.
Charlie Bean 322 says hello. I didn't know you were on LOL.
Good morning.
Rick Orion says bro.
Brew less than 3.
Hi. Less than 3. Cock charity bro.
Moi.
Good morning, less than 3.
Charlie.
Kinich, hello. It's Starboy, hey.
Why we so
Miritsu01
excited?
says who cut down all the spruce I planted. Hi Ca- Miritsu01 says have you no shame Rick Orion says not me. Rick Orion says look at my house.
The stairs are tough.
Mr. Teacup has done the PP.
Thanks for the idea.
Charlie Bean 322 says I am a rejoin.
No prob.
Hi
boobs.
Cavitham says guys where do I put my house?
Took you some time, Mr. Pippi C.
Ham.
Miritsu01.
Here.
Mirit.
Why are you still live? Watashi Gakita.
Mirits.
Mr. Teacup only took 10 minutes. Ito. Hi. Only.
Ito, my man.
Hi Cavitham says he'll just go next to MJ. Rick Orion says
Hello. At Ito, Ohio, Sigma Chan.
Charlie Bean 322 joined the game.
I am currently calling my boyfriend. I won't be here for long, but I wanted
Charlie
to say
Bean
hi.
322 says the
Skibbity Phantom. I'm going again. I probably won't come back by. At MR Teacup, so true. Mr. Teacup, cup.
Imagine having a BF. Good
Miritsu01
night
says
and
you
good
missed a lot.
stream.
Ito has
Charlie
a boyfriend.
At Ito.
Good night,
Hi.
bro. Imagine being romantically involved.
Hi Cavitham
Yes,
says
you guys think I
everyone
am
is
lonely.
back though yippee.
I hope my BF is awake.
Ditto, I'd assume so.
Yes.
Hi
guys are
Cavatham
actual
says
gamers?
let's actually do horror TMRW cause Michelle
I
can
did
play
assume
then.
so, Itto.
Charlie Bean 322 says what's that named
Anyways, bye
again?
Penhari, bye Itto, bye Mr.
Charlie
Teacup, bye
Bean
Penhari.
3.
Let's get down to business.
Bye, MJ.
Why?
Bye. Bye-bye, lesson 3.
Bye Zuru. EHH.
Mr. Teacup hopes you get over Dolphin Boy. Zero that bird. Nerd. Over what?
Ooh.
Hi Cavatham says I may go to the Nether to find Blue Forest by. Hi
At
Cavatham says I need blue
Starboy YK
wood.
what? Right, Mr. Pippi C.
I was a bit slow.
At Starboy doesn't MJ like nerds though.
Charlie Bean 322 says there's a baby sheep. Miritsu01 says eat it. Charlie Bean 322 says why is there a freaking sheep? Hi Cavatham says I know.
The good kind of nerds.
Charlie Bean 322 says this is a good Nether spawn.
Not the char kind.
Charlie Bean 322 says I'm mad I missed a lot.
Mr. Teacup feels like a granny.
Granny.
Hi Cavatham tried to swim in lava.
At Starboy love you too, Starboy.
Gramps.
Why
Hi,
does
Cavett left
insomnia
the
make
game.
you like a granny?
At MR Teacup it's fine, my daughter keeps making me feel old too.
Jump scare.
Hi, Cookies.
MBI crashed.
With her brain rot language.
At Tinari underscore Forest Watcher old.
At Tinari underscore Forest
Cavett,
Watcher
join the game.
BAUGHTER. I'm not old, I'm 23.
Probably.
Charlie Bean 322 says I thought you rage quit.
Not. Her real daughter Rigid. UNC status.
How old is her daughter?
Right.
Wait, don't say of privacy and stuff.
At MR Teacup I'm a role player, I'm not actually 23.
Oh,
Huh. PP ladder.
Mr. Teacup is confused.
Confused.
Role player.
I like role-playing being a Sigma 'cause I am.
W. Mr. Teacup.
Hi Cavatham says hey MJ, can I use /locate?
You were creative W the letter.
How am I number 2
Rick
gifter?
Orion
I met
says,
you
"What
guys
that?"
like 2 days ago.
Rick Orion
At Tinari_Forest Watcher Thai Mushroom Man.
The top.
Hi Cavatham says to find a biome. Charlie Bean.
NP.
Rick Orion. Hi Cavatham, the nearest warped _
I
forest
want
is
my
at block
mushrooms now.
-726, 82, 176, 559 blocks away.
I want to eat the mushrooms that grow of mojitos.
I told you if you want them, go below the village. Off.
Charlie Bean 322 says, can someone TP me back? I don't know where I am. Teleported Charlie Bean 322 to Rick Orion.
Ma said that mushroom
Charlie
man.
Bean 322 says THX.
Well, trade there.
Hi Cavatham, teleported Hi Cavatham to -725.50, -726.82.00, 176.50.
You probably missed it.
I wrote the chords down for myself.
At Tinari_Forest Watcher No.
And accidentally sent it.
It's so hard to try to talk without getting muted.
Mr. Teacup never misses anything. At MR Teacup, maybe you were PPing.
Lilino Wangafloki. Mr. Teacup is an alpha.
Let's get down to business.
At Tinari_Forest Watcher.
Mr. Teacup has simps.
Mr. Teacup doesn't know why. Mr. Teacup dreams.
Maybe because Mr. Teacup is such an ALPHA.
Damn.
At Starboy.
I like Mr. Teacup.
Hi Cavatham says I gave Char up. Rick Orion says yes.
At Starboy, Mr. Teacup will blast you with his mega super laser beam.
Miritsu01 says OMG no. Charlie Bean
At
322
Starboy, as
says
you
Miritsu,
should.
a creeper is gonna attack you.
At Starboy, Mr. Teacup forgives.
Mr. Teacup so mean.
At Starboy No.
Not sure if I do though.
At Starboy, Mr. Teacup blasts you
Hi
with
Cavatham
super
says
mega
the axe
healing
I got
laser.
is way too good. Charlie Bean 322 died. Charlie Bean 322
Flower.
killed Charlie Bean 322.
Roots.
Roots LMAOO.
Mr. Teacup will adopt Jeff the Shark.
IDK what they are. More. More roots. Mr. Teacup will make Jeff's owners disappear so he can
Hi
steal Jeff the Shark.
Cavatham teleported Hi Cavatham to Rick Orion.
Bro fell.
Huh.
Charlie Bean 322 says that looks. Charlie Bean 322 says receding hairline, horrible spelling.
Maybe make the stair platform bigger.
Good.
Charlie Bean 3.
Very good.
Charlie Bean 322.
Let's get down to business.
That was creative hikey. The corner thingy.
Rick Orion says what you doing?
Good job, Pooks.
Miritsu01 says who? Rick Orion says all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Charlie Bean 322 says Nether. Charlie Bean 322 fell from a high place. Miritsu01 says house.
Mr. Teacup can't believe people hated Sumeru.
Those PPL aren't real.
You can't hate Sumeru.
FRFR.
At MR Teacup, my friend hates Sumeru IDK. Why, she said, it's ugly. Like, no, it's not.
Hi Kavatham says, why does my house look so horrible, man? Hi Kavatham says, birch ugly AHH. Charlie Bean 322 says my house is uglier.
Her friend's opinion, just like you.
I like Mulan, but I wish the story was better, so it made exploring more immersive.
Hadouki's 4 Harks WTFFR.
Charlie Bean 322 says, you
Sumeru's
guys
so
build
beautiful.
beautiful unlike me.
Real Mr. Teacup.
Hi Kavatham says, Natlan and Sumeru
The
were my
city
favorites.
is literally in a massive tree. Everything is like flowers.
Hi Kavatham says, Loke didn't like Fontaine. Miritsu01 says, Sam's.
The nature aspect's so pretty. Sumeru just peeked.
Rick Orion says, huh.
Tongue,
Miritsu-
Sahur. Mr. Teacup hated Fontaine.
Especially Alhaitham.
Tongue, Sahur.
At Starboy FRFR.
Tongue, Sahur.
At MR Teacup, whoa. At Starboy FR.
Charlie Bean 322 says, my faves are Natlan and Fontaine. Rick Orion says, WTF. Miritsu01 says, I didn't really like Natlan.
Fontaine characters look bland to Mr. Teacup, not enough creativity.
WTF. Only 2 colors for each character, but the gameplay good. If you make the stairs one wider, the upper corner matches.
What is WTFMJ?
Game name.
Minecraft duh.
At Julia __ cuckoo Minecraft. At Julia __ cuckoo dick simulator. TFU mean game name. At Starboy Oki.
Char ISTG.
At Starboy OK. I like that tone. Mr. Teacup, I'm worried he triggered certain kinds of Fontaine fans.
LMAO. I do not gaff app you anymore.
Mr. Teacup has trauma.
Hi Kabatham says any. Miritsu01 says yes. Rick Orion says I got root.
Fontaine might
Rick
know
Orion
better.
says you want root.
Char, stop talking to yourself, bro.
Hi Kabatham says TYYY.
Mr. Teacup's old abusive French teacher has the same hair as Farina at the back. At Julia
Hi Kabatham
cuckoo,
says
yes.
not I only need red flour. Charlie Bean 322 says I'm in a sticky situation.
Yikes.
Rick Orion says sticky.
I am scared of this audio
Miritsu01
now.
left the game. Charlie Bean 322 tried to swim in lava. Charlie Bean 322
Chicken jockey.
Charlie Bean 322 says AF.
GTG piss yet again BRB. BBC. Chicken JOCKYYY.
Mr. Teacup is passionate about fashion.
Mr. Teacup almost studied fashion.
Mr. Teacup nerd emoji.
Nice.
I am going crazy with the third person. Who?
Mr. Teacup started the third person cuz funny.
But now Mr. Teacup is starting to lose it.
Teacup, Teacup, Teacup. Hey.
Imagine one day someone's sleep paralysis demon is just Mr. Teacup. I'm starting to like Mr. Teacup. I need spruce to finish my house, so I'll hop on back later.
Mr. Teacup doing 25-hour rant about how much Arlecchino needs a new hairdo.
I'm back, KK.
Hello, Mother.
HII.
Adele CYLA.
At your local editor, 49%, King Ruan.
At MR Teacup what? Mr. Teacup likes chlorine, but her outfit and hair does her dirty.
She good what you mean?
Mr. Teacup saw a chlorine mod where you could see her face and her hair wasn't a thin strand.
I like chloride, she's pretty. Her outfit does her dirty. She is very pretty.
Sorry, but real Ed is so I hate it.
I like her fit.
Loki would wear her fit.
What are we arguing about?
Must be Ty WID.
What was that?
Charlie Bean 322 says just got scolded for wanting to eat.
OMG, yes.
ALHAITHAM Zaddy.
LMAOO.
Must be the wind, guys.
Must be the wind.
Ekai, we not arguing, we discussing fashion.
Hey,
We love hate them. Mr. Teacup is worried. He seems angry when talking about fashion.
At MR Teacup, oh, that makes sense.
Mr. Teacup does not get angry about fashion opinions.
Mr. Teacup is just very passionate.
Mr. Teacup wants everyone to look slay. Gotta go to school now.
Nah.
So I get to try different fashions all the time.
Mr. Teacup wants to play Genshin mods, but doesn't want to get banned.
At MR Teacup real.
At Kai, good luck.
At your local editor, 49%, him. Hoya wastes SM artistic potential. It makes
High Cavith fell
Mr.
from a high
Teacup
place.
enraged.
Charlie Bean 322 was shot by skeleton.
At MRT Cup IDK, if you can get banned maybe to an extent since it's like an filter over screen.
Mr. Teacup wants to cover the world with sparkle.
At MRT Cup WDYM. At your local editor, 49%, Mr. Teacup thinks.
Bed is too far
At
away.
your local editor, 49%, Mr. Teacup wants
High
all
Cavith
buildings
says
to
my
be
wife is
beautiful and
so-
to improve fashion in games. Oh ye.
I thought you were talking apt my art. Mr. Teacup sees roadmen every day who wear tracksuits and call it fashion.
At your local editor, 49% want no. Art is the expression of the soul.
No one can judge your art, it's yours.
Charlie Bean 322 fell from a high place.
Chlorind is great.
Tease is why I quit art at SKL. Art teachers are weird.
Yes.
At Starboy Yesh.
I like Chlorind.
But I don't like.
Char. LMAO. At Starboy Huh.
At Starboy you only like her fashion?
At Starboy love ya too.
Bed is too far away. Bed is too far away. Respawn point set. You may not rest now, there are monsters nearby. Respawn point set. You may not rest now.
I like everything
there
about
are monsters nearby.
At
Respawn point
MRT
set.
Cup, there's no
You may not
judgment
rest
through
now.
it.
There are monsters nearby.
The only thing Mr. Teacup likes Apple-Green
Respawn
style is her
point
eyes and hair
set.
from.
You may not rest now.
front.
There are monsters nearby. High Cavith, set the time to
At your
97,000.
local editor, 49% through what?
I love her design.
The fit is great.
At Starboy Oki. Also, Char, stop saying you love me.
It's so pretty. That's so odd.
Starboy is for MJ.
At Starboy, are you being annoyed?
At Starboy Who is Char. Oh, cookies is char.
And your love letter, 49% word.
Edemar teacup me.
Hi, MJ.
Hi, Guru.
It's just gross.
At Starboy XMJ for life.
Risley Best Fontaine character design.
Guru mentioned.
Hey.
I love Gru.
Whoa.
TTS. At Starboy exactly how I feel every time you call me anything besides Cha.
Me too, LNFAO.
Raya Thesley and Duluth worst characters.
The teacup loves joining Popla's group and barking.
At LCYLA greater than 0.
Why is it British? 3.
Abelsila not the alpha wolf.
Cha Su.
Why is NJ so cute when smiling?
At Starboy no.
Hi Cavatham says guys, does my house look fine?
NJ is always cute.
You're right, Starboy.
Thank you, Starboy.
Rick Orion says yes bro. Charlie Bean
No
322
problem,
tried to
Starboy.
swim in lava.
At Starboy Shizo like Mr. Teacup.
Hi Cavatham says TYY. Charlie
And
Bean
Starboy
322
joined
says
the
that's
Alter
up.
Ego Club
Rick Orion
Starboy.
says loved. Charlie Bean 322 says actually nice. Hi
Dolphin
Cavatham says
boy.
what I needed red dye for. Rick Orion says I forgot what aesthetic it is.
Starberry.
Rick Orion says I need squid ink.
MJ, can Mr. Teacup ask what her pronouns are?
Or is that private?
Doesn't matter.
Okay.
Free.
The audios are funny.
Hi Cavatham says yours is great. Rick Orion. Hi Cavatham says all of them look nice. Rick Orion's.
NJ to nonchalant to care.
Charlie Bean 322 says I am a make a whole different house. Charlie Bean 322 says whole asterisk.
The voice was so sensual.
That MJ hug.
OSCS2.
Let's get down to business.
The teacup is confused.
Mother, father, should I practice on my violin?
What a drag.
Mr. Pet
It's a little early for me. Let me get a cup of coffee
Mr. Teacup,
first.
I'm confused too.
HWAT.
ALHAITHAM, keep going.
Yes, Brachiko.
Heightum gooning.
Keep going, MJ.
Why is you maraining?
Hi Cavity says NGH I'll hate them. Charlie Bean 322 says OOP.
At Starboy, is that an yes, father?
Charlie Bean 322 says I may go offline for a minute and see if Sam's on. Charlie Bean 322 left the game.
Yes. Ty father.
Ish.
Hi Cavitham says I think Paula is asleep sadly.
That was amazing
Rick
just
Ryan's-
now.
Let me retrieve my violin.
I was so mad D-High is buns.
Hi Cavitham says unlikely FPR her though.
Ty Luke is best.
Hi Cavitham
Yeah,
says at
it's a
school she
baddie.
always falls asleep BC she doesn't sleep enough. Rick Orion.
Luke needs a new face model, his lord to peak.
At Starboyish.
Rick Orion says N Swewood. Rick Orion says Swewood. Rick Orion says Squid.
I love Daniel's makeup.
Rick Orion.
We need more anime ladies with slay makeup.
Die Shadow.
I want men.
ASJ. I want women.
At Starboy greater than 0.
At Starboy what?
I want menu GHHH my men.
There are too many anime
Charlie
girls
Bean
like
322
teens. I
joined the
want to
game.
see strong female characters. Valid.
Charlie Bean 322 says Sam isn't online. Sob.
Gotta assemble my violin now. Mr.
Let's get
Teacup
down to
8.
business.
For some reason, the only nice, strong female characters I can think of are LGBTQ, which isn't a problem.
OFC.
But all the straight, strong female characters nowadays are horrible.
I love women.
Damn.
IDKY. Interesting. Me too. Me too.
Maybe I don't consume enough
Charlie
media
Bean
though.
322 says my prep farming
Hyena from
Pookie
Alien
/ 3.
Stage, though.
I broke my arm rest. Huh. BRUHHHH.
That's terrifying. Golden sword.
Now I got order.
Charlie Bean 322
I
says
don't
I found
understand.
a fashion
Jaska
or whatever
she's
it's
so
called.
pretty. At MR Teacup
Hi,
FR.
Cabot.
She-eyed.
Just looks most like a real woman out of Genshin Girls.
At real local editor, 49% FRFR. I love alien stage women.
Charlie Bean 322 tried to swim in lava.
At LCYLAFR.
What's Alien Stage?
Singing Zorblorb.
At LCYLA Hyuna MIZISUA.
MJ, why are you killing all the squids?
At MR Teacup series of songs that please everyone.
Squid Game. Gang.
You have been teleported to High Cabot. Teleported Rick
At
Orion to High
LCYLA,
Cabot.
Mr. Teacup is even more confused now.
Charlie.
Chicken.
Mr. Teacup likes the houses very cozy, very Sigma.
Why was it empty?
I love the vibe of MJ streams, it's so chill.
I moved it to our house. Thank you.
And it's used me too. Oh, I see. Thank you for you saying it's chill. MJ streams are coming.
LMAOO.
Charlie Bean 322 says I fished a bowl.
Wood has no taste.
Mr. Teacup RLLY likes Woowa but wants more than one male character a year.
Hey, are you sure?
Wood.
Wood hay.
I mean,
Mr. Teacup waiting for gotcha game with oiled up men.
Salty, no. Chewing on wood RN.
No.
Nothing.
You don't chew on it.
Mr. Teacup jumped through a window once without glass.
Sue.
Wow, mister. Mr. Teacup wants to do that again. Still no taste at saw.
Charlie Bean 322 says MJ. Rick Orion says huh.
Mr. Teacup
Rick
was
Orion
for
says
the
oh yes.
last time he jumped
Charlie Bean
through a window.
322 says gift. Rick Orion says sounds good. Rick
Wah.
Rick Orion says oh. Rick Orion says thank you bro.
Mr.
Charlie
Teacup
Bean
rolled his ankle
322
climbing a
says
fence
NP.
once.
Char,
Rick
go
Orion
out.
car don't need to be in the house.
Mr. Teacup, Mr. TT.
T.
Wolt.
Wolf.
Iced tea. Mr. TT.
At Starboy adhesive bandage. Cute.
Charlie Bean 322 says adhesive bandage.
Oh, in a blink, gone.
Oh, in a
Charlie
blink,
Bean
Al Hatham is
322
gone on my
says
bed.
have
No. Mr. Teacup sips tea.
At My Day's armpits brew your name.
LMAO.
Hi Cavatham says MJ, have you seen Alien Stage?
NOP.
Oh, wrong chat.
Rick Orion says no. Charlie Bean 322 died. Charlie Bean 322 killed Charlie Bean 322.
Let's get down to business.
Charlie Bean 322 is sleeping in a bed. To skip to dawn, two more users need to sleep in beds at the same time. Charlie Bean 322 says
Mr.
sleep.
Teacup loves chasing toadies and Fortnite
Charlie
murder
Bean
mystery.
322 says sleep. Charlie Bean 320. Charlie Bean 322 says sleep. Rick Orion says et. Hi Kabatham, set the time to 121,000. Charlie Bean 322 says is it gone rain and thunder forever or SMTH?
It's a queen bed.
These lumps, I know you want these lumps, yeah.
Like that song.
Adventure time. Is someone getting tied? Yes.
At Starboy, that's what I was thinking.
At Starboy.
You.
Let's get down to business.
Tied?
Tied down on the queen bed.
Or tired.
Hey.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Rick Orion says oops.
No way PFP.
Rick Orion says hi.
Oh, this is cool. Oh my days.
Noe.
Mr.
Changing
Teacup
to
loves
clear
Denver
weather.
his leaf on his head.
Charlie
I
Bean
love
322 says no and Rick Orion says okay.
As you should.
At J I used to watch Vanita's show but stopped cause it got too sad.
No way. Where do I even start?
It gets sadder laughing face. Mr. Teacup is sensitive. At Starboy Noe or MJ. Do not spoil me, bro.
Sue.
I'm tempted to break the voice bot.
At Starboy bed.
Mr. Teacup can't look at too much violence or gore or he will get nightmares.
At MR Teacup, honestly, same. Oh yeah, don't watch VNC then.
Once Mr. Teacup dreamt he was in WW2 and everything was on fire and there was blood and ash on him.
Rick Orion says, Char, can you put a gap of water?
Oh. Cool.
Rick Orion says, because I like jumping into water.
Vanita's no card on top, bro. My dreams are too random.
Wait, sorry, trauma dump, is that too negative?
Rick Orion says, yes, like this.
Mr. Teacup didn't think it was that bad.
At MR Teacup, nah, DW.
It didn't traumatize Mr. Teacup.
It's not. Mr. Teacup has crazy dreams. It's not that bad, DW.
Mr. Teacup is always fighting or running in dreams.
Okay.
Cool.
Charlie Bean 322 was impaled to death by drown.
Can Chu get away from the house?
Rick Orion says, hang on, let me make it a bit bigger
Mr.
for
Teacup had
aesthetic.
recurring dreams of an upside-down tree
Charlie
and mall
Bean
with flying fish and
322
sparkling
was
markets.
impaled to death by drown. Charlie Bean
WOA.
322 says ALR.
Then Mr. Teacup got lost in a crowd, and then it was nighttime in an empty mall. Mr. Teacup started investigating and started floating. LMAO.
Backrooms type she.
I love backrooms. Bro, why is Starboy's voice different?
Rick Orion says, how big do you want it?
Then NCT K-pop guys appeared and Mr. Teacup dropped a small bomb on the ground.
Charlie
I am
Bean
a Starboy.
322 says, I don't know.
BC, it's random.
MF. MF Starboy.
Under the ground there was magical water, and Mr. Teacup celebrated with NCT and played with balls.
Independing.
Cool voice Starboy.
NCT whoa.
Balls.
Thanks, Jay.
My changed RAHHH.
Balls. Let us look at the house.
Is Mr. Teacup.
Why I pressed enter.
Does this bot know how to say Akutagawa?
Is Mr. Teacup boring everyone with dreams lore?
Charlie Bean 322 says, I am a take inspo from you.
No,
Try not to make it a
Mr.
CNP.
I am behind you.
Nah. Dream's interesting.
Okie dolphin boy.
Yeezies.
Fully forgot what this stream was actually about for a bit. Mr. Teacup dreamt he stopped a flood and was holding up a bridge with Cat Noir.
Yeah.
Wait, Mr. Teacup is literally Nuvi.
Damn. Cat Noir mentioned.
I am Nuvillette, guys.
Guys, who's Mr. Teacup?
Cat Noir more like GYAT Noir. Mewing Nuvillette. At Ned I am. At Ned Nugent.
Nat can't read. At Nat FR.
I once dreamed about two characters falling down a waterfall, and then I think kiss in the river.
FR.
Oops, I tagged wrong person.
At JDOS Romantic.
Once.
At J, who was it?
Mr. Teacup dreamt he was Gojo. At Starboy, this is going to Pio, but I'm her neighbor.
At Starboy Aziraphale and Crowley from Good Omens. Chew just.
Mr. Teacup dreamt he was Gojo when Ghetto turned bad and he heard HKM.
Don't know them.
Him kill people in his old school.
Nice.
Cool house.
Then Mr. Teacup confronted Ghetto and police came, and then Mr. Teacup helped Ghetto hide. Thank you.
Ghetto.
Then Mr.
Charlie
Teacup
Bean
made up passionately with
Let's
Ghetto.
get down to business.
Charlie Bean
I love
322.
Ghetto.
Killed Charlie Bean 322.
While he was
Hi
Gojo.
Cavitham says
Whoa.
Charlie
I
Bean
like that we
322
just randomly
says
hear
simple.
Al Hatham.
Hey,
Mr. Teacup dreamt about Childe Law.
You so lucky, Mr. Teacup.
Rick Orion says LMAOO.
At J Haha.
FR.
Hi Cavitham died.
Al Hatham Mpreg.
Hi Cavitham. Killed Hi Cavitham.
Alhatham DIH.
Bro, what?
Mr. Teacup dreamt he was shooting bad guys with Chilled.
Then Mr. Teacup and Chilled ran to hide and kissed.
Why do you talk in third person? I like Mr. Pippi C dreams.
It changed because Mr. Teacup says so. At MR Teacup, sorry for the hate, I love you, Mr. Teacup. Mr. Teacup always kissing men. At LCYLA, Mr. Teacup
Rick
for
Ryan
his
says
child.
I want orchid.
For some
Rick
reason.
Ryan says blue orchid.
Oh, I didn't mean that as hate, I was genuinely wondering, MB.
Charlie Bean 322. Rick Ryan says I think. Rick Ryan says we only got the other
Mr.
blue.
Teacup dreamt he got kidnapped by Blade from Honkai. But Blade was being mean.
Rick Ryan's.
And MR Teacup Layla said bad stuff about you.
Mr. Teacup got tied onto a bed and Blade kissed him and he woke up. I love Blade.
Charlie Bean 322 says same but for wood.
Bro, what was that image?
I loved that.
At Starboy greater than 0. Damn.
We all booned. I'll flash him.
Rick Ryan says.
Mr. Teacup grabbed Shield, hugged him, and said everything is okay.
FR.
I miss dreams about characters, those are fun.
I dreamt I was cooking spaghetti with Scar and we made out on the couch while my kitchen burned.
At J. Yesh.
Adhesive bandage. At SLMAO.
I can't cook.
Charlie Bean 322 says I'm working late cause I'm a miner and I need the ores.
I want to see Tainari.
Mr. Teacup is good at cooking.
No, Tainari. TT Sned bro.
Wow, it said his name right, OMG.
No mushroom boy.
Cook for me, PLS.
TT Sned.
Charlie Bean 322
Mushroom
fell
Man
from a
is
high
busy
place.
getting my deliveries. No
Rick Ryan
Tainari
says
is elite.
He better hurry up.
I'll flash them.
Tainari cutie.
Made me awake. At Starboy FR.
Dot.
It is absolutely. Wrong game.
Yum.
Again.
IJS woke up.
I saw that. LMAO.
FOESHUS.
We move on.
At Zephyr 51%, 89/70ths. Hello.
At Zephyr 51%, 8970, it's the same.
Charlie Bean 322 left the game.
We love getting flashed. On everyone's soul, we goon to Al-hate them. It is.
What?
It is fine. Wow.
What? Mr. Teacup once dreamt a blonde man was his boyfriend.
We went now.
With whom?
Is it the latest version or WHAT adhesive bandage? I give up. We nothing.
MK.
Rick Orion says soul soil.
Mr. Teacup once dreamt he was a hitman and had a list to end people and got sad.
You have been teleported to 673.50, 65.00, 1565.50. Teleported Rick Orion to 673.50, 65.00, 1565.50.
I'm gonna keep finding the Mick. Falling asleep low-key. Post
Hi
8
Cavity says
nanograms
MJ
my practice
Charlie
on my
Bean
story.
322 joined the game. Rick Orion says but. Rick Orion says no soil soul there.
Starboy, you show. D sleep. You only got 4 hours. Mr. Teacup hates England.
Hi Cavitham says it's the same song. Rick Orion
England
says
is being ruined.
Why?
You have been teleported to High Cavith.
Sleep, father.
Teleported Rick Orion to High Cavith.
DK.
OMG, it's 3 a.m.
Mr. Teacup is going to move countries.
At MR Teacup where? YESSSS.
Oh, you guys live very far from me apparently. Awake.
At S Secret. LMAO.
Hatham.
Mr. Teacup will live with his boyfriend.
At MR Teacup wait, we're neighbors, I'm French lol.
Not falling asleep. Which point is that? Anymore. I need to do some tribal stuff. It has, do you speak French?
Rick Orion says how do I go down?
At S we ca cest trop cool.
At JOFC. At your old editor, 49% what?
At MR Teacup yay.
Cool.
At MR Teacup I am Native American.
Charlie Bean 322 says
I have learned
MJ
French for schooling, it's hard.
Rick Orion said.
At your local editor, 49%. Oh, cool.
MJ is Jolie.
Hi Cavitham says what would you need?
Who? At J, yeah,
Charlie
it's hard
Bean
to learn. Good luck.
322 says the red nether one.
Depends on what tribe.
At Starboy Real.
Hi Cavitham says now sorry just used it all.
It's French, bro.
What did I miss?
At X I changed to learning Spanish, it's much easier.
It means pretty.
Ah.
Mr. Teacup studies French and Spanish.
At JLMAO, understandable.
Less than 3.
At MR Teacup cool.
I think you need sleep, MJ.
And Starboy.
Mr. Teacup will learn Italian too, cause Italy go to the park from economy.
At your local editor, 49%. What time is it where you are? Starboy. At MRT Cup O Real, I'm learning that soon too.
Starboy.
At your local editor, 49%. How dare you ignore Mr. Teacup's comment?
At J, it's 8:45, but MJ has been going all day, which this morning was night for MJ, and now is day 4.
At J, nice good luck.
Starboy mentioned
Charlie Bean 322 was slain by Hoglin.
At your local editor, 49%. I'm the same time. Y'all comments too long.
Ryan says, can I put water in
Starboy
Nether?
everywhere.
At MRT Cup, what did
Hi Cabothy
IMJSS?
says no.
Not reading out.
Charlie Bean 322 says it evaporates.
Mr. Teacup hates Taylor Swift music.
At J. Maya living in Florida.
Hi Cabothy. Teleported Hi Cabothy to Rick Orion. Rick.
Mr. Teacup doesn't even need to know it's Taylor to hate it.
Good.
Rick Orion says.
At your local editor, 49%. Oh, not me, rip.
Florida is scary.
Tease is what I said.
House market here is kind of falling by some houses, and once food gets back, let PPO rent him money. Why?
LMAK. I still can't join. Yap.
Why?
Bedrock.
I've already updated mine adhesive bandage.
Charlie Bean 322 says who has an axe I can borrow.
Let's get down to business.
RHHHH.
RHHHHHHHHHHHHHHHH.
Rip my dude.
Rip.
I'm a bust.
Napping.
What?
Do bust.
RN.
Y'all funny. WTF is happening if.
AWROOGA.
NEIWWWW.
Dreamy.
MEOWWWW.
MEOWZIES.
MJ is funny.
WWWW.
Imhum.
Seeing Al Haytham smile is weird. I'm not used to it.
Yesh.
You're live. This chat is the best.
Kaya. Hello. At Okaya HI. MJ, can we do horror tomorrow?
Mr. Teacup was the biggest chilled in Al-Haddam simp.
Hi, homie.
At QPFP. At SUSAGII.
Can't play tomorrow.
I got plans.
At S, thank you.
At MJO. With me. LMAOO.
I was busy making shoes.
OFC.
Hi Cavatham, teleported Hi Cavatham to Rick Orion. Rick Orion says hi. Rick Orion says he'll try if I can though. Rick Orion says if I can play Tomorrow. Hi Cavatham says zombies in my
I'm making shoes, WU now.
Making shoes sounds fun.
Make me shoes.
At J it is.
Where's TTS?
At Starboy it's not easy though.
IDC. Mr. Teacup PPP.
AUGHHHH.
Charlie B322 says the lag is crazy.
WOOFFFF.
Tasty. Hunka hunka.
Y'all down bad.
No. Not me. It helps so I don't fall asleep.
Mr. Teacup is a respectable gentleman.
At LCYLA, if I can play at night again, we can do the horror.
Yippee.
Why?
But I will try. No sleep the whole day though, LMAO. First live I've attended in a while. Nice to see you again, OMG.
I will try to last. At MJ, no.
Charlie.
Hi, Sama.
No.
Sleep.
At MJ, OMG, go to sleep.
No, I'm forcing you, bro.
You need to sleepy.
At tilde Sema tilde comms open. Hello.
Take it easy.
No.
At tilde Sema tilde comms open. Hello.
DWMJ, you need rest too.
LMAO.
It's EV time. The Nether.
Hi Cavatham says Michelle asked me if we can do tomorrow evening, which in your time zone is night asterisk.
MJ got a kill.
Rick Orion says if I can stay awake, yes.
Rest important, bro.
Rick Orion says because I'ma have plans in the morning. Charlie Bean 322 says it will be morning for me probs. Rick Orion says so no sleep in morning. Hi Cavatham says don't.
Nah. Real.
I say as I go to bed at 4 a.m. every day. How to sleep tutorial for
Charlie
MJ.
Bean 322 says I can't play 6:30 to 7:10 p.m. USA time TM. Rick Orion says Charlie Bean 322 says I have a class.
Queen bed.
Genshin class.
For who?
Hi Cavatham says my house is finally done.
Everyone.
Queen bed.
Charlie Bean 322 says
No.
I forgot MJ was live for a minute. Rick Orion says LMA.
Not everyone. Queen bed.
Hi Cavatham says OMG.
For everyone each. Tied down.
Charlie Bean 322 says OOP.
Who's allowed on the queen bed?
Only 2 ppl. And I'll hit them.
Charlie Bean 322 says can I go in spectator
Tied
RQ?
down.
Rick Orion says. Hi Cavatham says just do it honestly. Charlie Bean 322 says KK.
I want a queen bed.
Charlie Bean 322 says wait. Charlie Bean 322 says hell. Charlie Bean 322 says it's only in Java.
Well damn.
Charlie Bean
I
322
want an
says I'm going to crash
Alaska-sized
out.
bed.
Hi Cavatham says game
Alhaitham
mode
needs
spectator.
to smile more BC, he looks cute.
Let's
Hi
get down to
Cavatham
business.
says
Real.
High rice
I-
cake.
Thank you.
Sure
Charlie
as you.
Bean 322.
Cutie.
Set own game mode to spectator. Charlie Bean 322 says I did it.
Sleepy. Sleep, Starboy.
Epito. Time. Sibao
Tsukiko can't
MJ.
join the game. Hi Cavatham says lag is insane.
Adhesive bandage.
Tsuki.
JK man love y'all. Be nice. Sigh.
Or no queen bed.
EH.
Love that.
As if you got a say in this. What?
I'm gonna steal it.
When you tell me. Tisabel.
Oh.
Hold on.
Be careful, bro. Ew.
Rick Orion says WHAH. Rick Orion says who is that?
SRS.
Hi Cap. Charlie Bean.
Get a room I don't want to see.
Rick Orion says oh.
Damn bro.
Charlie Bean 322 says okay. Rick Orion says oh. Rick Orion says hi. Tsukiko Chen says oh or laggy. Tsukiko Chen
Or Ben and AD.
Hey.
Charlie Bean 322. The nearest Souls and underscore Valley is at block 262, 39, minus 37, 316 blocks away.
Zhang Li skin.
Rick Orion.
Where?
Rick Orion says you can take from it.
Oh.
Rick Orion says every noti chad.
Every noti chat is
Charlie Bean
advantage.
322 teleported Charlie Bean 322 to 262.50, 39.00, minus 36.50.
Juggle.
My feet hurt.
Charlie Bean 322 says all I see is sky. Charlie Bean 322 says fork. Rick Orion says fork.
2623937.
Cheesy.
Sure ain't no one gonna show up at her house.
My Nether has been loading for minutes.
Tsukiko Chen says IT won't let me go in.
Nice.
NGH Alhitham Zeddy.
Rick Orion.
Bro got my attention, RQ.
Tsukiko Chen says Tsukiko Chen. Tsukiko Chen says \3.
I am
says
focused. Rar.
As F.
Hi Kavatham says I spawned at a different nether portal. Tsukiko Chen says fat pig. Hi Kavatham, teleported Hi Kavatham to Charlie Bean 322. Tsukiko Chen says so many fat pigs.
Hola.
HII.
Let's get down to
tried to
business.
swim in lava. Charlie Bean
Bros named Emily.
322 says it's not letting me pick up anything, so I'm giving myself 20 soul sand. Tsukiko Chen fell from a high place. Rick Orion says no bro.
My condolences.
Tsukiko Chen says I died in the air. Rick Orion says don't use creative like that. Charlie Bean 320.
Got a problem with Emily's?
Charlie Bean 322 says I can't get soul sand in.
OFC.
Charlie Bean 320.
I want to join, but it feels like a crime to join without a
Rick Orion
Genshin
says I'm
Minecraft
looking for some
skin.
RN.
Why long?
Kaya join.
Charlie Bean 322 says I found some.
Cool.
At its fine, MJ is literally NOOB skin.
It's a classic FYM.
Charlie Bean 322 says finally.
MJ is Jolie. FYM Layla. At MJ I know OGS, just call it that. At Starboy.
Starboy is fine shit. At LCYLALMAO. Fun fact.
At MJ Sibao. MJ is fine AF.
On my soul.
Mr. Teacup is more fine shit.
It only works if it's Starboy.
We already knew that.
Tsukiko Chen says help.
Mr. Teacup rejects guys when he goes out.
MJ a baddie bro.
Rick Orion
Yeah.
says I'm Rick. Tsukiko Chen was slain by Enderman. Tsukiko Chen says KODM. Hi Cat. Charlie Bean 322 teleported Charlie Bean 322 to Rick Orion. Charlie Bean 322 says here. Charlie Bean 320.
The baddest in this stream.
Rick Orion says what? Rick Orion says where did you get them OMG? Rick Orion says thank you. Charlie Bean 322
Honor
says head
Mama's
head.
souls.
Rick Orion says I've been
That's
searching the
Starboy.
whole.
No, it's Starboy.
Charlie Bean 322 says
Not
I
my
can
mama.
tell you the location.
At Starboy, no.
Charlie Bean 322 says I still have cords.
Nah bro.
Rick Orion says can you write it on a sign in front of the
baddies.
shrine in base.
Mr.
Charlie
Teacup
Bean
baddest.
322 says ALR. Rick Orion says so we can TP. Rick Orion says I mean. Rick Orion says in Nether.
At SCS.
Rick Orion says portal.
That is not Char.
Char.
I like Mr. Teacup's confidence. Yeah.
You have been teleported to Charlie Bean 322. Teleported Rick Orion to Charlie Bean 322.
doing? Eating. Huh.
Mr. Teacup maxing.
Hi Cavatham says, where do you get bricks from? Rickara. Charlie Bean 322
Bricks.
says cook clay. Tsukiko Chen says help. Tsukiko Chen says I fell. Hi Cavatham says oh.
Me wing boy.
Mr. T is falling. SDLRRP.
Falling asleep.
Sleep boss.
Bros.
GNN geese.
Tsukiko Chen was slain by wither skeleton.
Guys.
Hi Cavatham says, does anyone know where
You.
clay?
Good night. Everyone go sleep.
Tsukiko Chen.
No.
Except
Tsukiko
me.
Chen is sleeping in a
At
bed.
Starboy, you first.
To skip to dawn. 2 more users.
Good night, guys.
Tease was fun.
Don't tell me what to do.
Nighty YY.
Thank you.
Thank you, bros.
Night Bibisagub.
Rick Orion says, I got diamonds from Nether. Charlie
Give us a
Bean
cup.
322 says, hi.
Night Dolphin Boy, I'm JNS.
Rick Orion says, y'all got char local.
Less than 3.
Good night,
Thank
Tico.
you.
Charlie. Tsukiko Chen was slain by drowned.
At MR Teacup GN.
At MRT Cup.
Tsukiko Chen says, hi Kava. Set the time to 169,000. Rick Orion says, we got no charcoal. Charlie Bean 322 says no. Charlie Bean 322. Rick Orion says, Charlie Bean.
How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood axe?
Wood has no taste.
Axe.
Tsukiko Chen says, can I make a house? Rick Orion says, yeah brew. Charlie Bean 322 says, I may be the boiled one on Halloween and chase kids. Charlie Bean 322 says, while screaming bloody murder. Charlie Bean.
Not yum.
I wanted to hear the I say it. Salty if done right. Here.
Charlie. Charlie Bean 322. Tsukiko Chen says fried one. Charlie Bean 3. Hi Cavatham says on. Charlie Bean 322 says oh. Charlie Bean 322 says really? Charlie Bean 322 says yes.
Bro, what
Charlie
would
Bean
be
320.
It's not salty.
Wood.
Wood salty.
Charlie Bean.
Sticky. Cinnamon is technically wood.
Wood bark.
Are you sure we're talking applewood?
Hi Cavatham says I had to get so many mats.
And sawdust.
Cockstock.
Cinnamon.
I'm dead as.
Tsukiko Chen says ah. Tsukiko Chen says a.
Char quiet.
Tsukiko Chen says a stat.
At S. Once I eat crunchy cinnamon.
I knew why.
It.
Excellent.
It.
Charlie Bean 322 says go downstairs. Tsukiko Chen says statue of the seven.
Now that I've
Hi
got
Cavatham
her
hit the ground too hard.
Ah.
It works.
It does.
Lols.
Attention. Hey.
Typing so hard.
Hard.
A-Train Sean.
He.
Hi Cavatham says how do I even decorate my house bro?
DIH.
Charlie Bean 322
Sean.
says flowers.
DIH hard.
Hard DIH. Impreg.
Hi Cavatham says.
I'll hate them impreg.
You y'all type all of this with a straight face. Alhaitham DIH. LMAOO.
Rick Orion says yes.
At absolutely.
Rick Orion
Dude.
says it's in chest. Rick Orion says go ahead.
The straightest face.
Hi
Not
Cavatham says
even a
which
giggle.
chest. Rick Orion says I didn't use it because it feels like a waste lol. Rick Orion says I wanna enchant stuff. Rick Orion says don't we have books and she. Charlie Bean 322 is waving.
Nah.
Straight.
Face.
The whole time.
Not lying.
Nothing to finish.
On MJ?
Huh.
Food. I love MJ.
MJ mentioned.
I love Starboy.
I need nourishment. I'll be back.
Grr. Embuge.
Too much love.
Tsukiko Chen says Tsukiko Chen says I accidentally killed some crops.
That's not enough.
Love mentioned.
I love MJ.
I am adding blue for you.
No. I was hoping. Missing my girl now, he's a bandage.
Whole time. I had the McMCD meal.
Today.
It's so late.
I'm busy. Sleep.
Sleep.
Nah.
Insomnia.
Sleep bro FFS. OMG real.
Charlie Bean 322 says so many.
Insomnia is annoying. That Starboy, I wanna finish my house.
Hi Cavith.
Imagine refusing to just sleep.
At LCYLAI, didn't notice you said that.
Nerd.
Charlie Bean 322
Imagine
says I
not
swear.
sleeping.
Why everyone trying to be SHKSPR? At
Tsukiko Chen
Starboy
was bricked to death.
Sibao. Hi. Not the good kind of nerd.
Charlie Bean 322 says is your personality built around Venice's?
At Tralalashalala Tartaglia marry me you. Hello.
Hey.
Rick Orion says LMAO.
Good.
Day.
Charlie Bean 320. Charlie Bean
Not
322 left the game. Rick Orion says I will out horse
Kaya
armor in
bit
every
geeked
bit
RN.
chest. Rick Orion. Rick Orion says saddle 2.
No.
It's Kaya.
I'm safe.
Hi Cavatham says MJ come to my base RQ.
He built a whole city.
Blue Queen bed.
Rick Orion said
I love it. Yes, less
Charlie
than
Bean
3.
322 join the game. Rick Orion
And
says
I
maxing
love.
house. Charlie
Ew.
Bean 322 says I swear. Charlie Bean 3 Charlie Bean 322 says why isn't Sam
OSHS.
online?
Wait, no.
What is H?
Charlie
OSWS.
Rick Orion says OMG Latino Bennies.
I meant wholesome.
The chat is just third wheeling at this point. LMAOO. When is Christmas coming here? Thought it was an H.
Rick Orion says Pippi. Charlie Bean 322.
Coming.
Rick Orion says I like your house.
When
Hi
Elliot
Cavatham
lets it
says
snow.
TYYY. Rick Orion says what is this block?
The year is going by so fast, but
Orion.
not fast enough for it to be holidays. Nice character. Huh.
Hi Cavatham says
Cock
warped forest
block.
wood. Rick Orion says nice. Hi Cavatham says from the Nether. Rick Orion says cute.
And what player 2 is her?
That's creative NGL.
Hi Cavatham said. Rick Orion
Yeah.
says OMG.
It's that upside down T.
Rick Orion says this my fave spot.
Well, gonna sleep, bros.
Hi
Good night, less than 3.
Hi, Nicole.
Hi, Nicole.
Charlie.
OMGS good night, less than 3.
Rick Orion
Hello.
says noog.
He carrot.
GNS.
Me says I.
Hi
am
Cavatham
gonna
says it's
fall.
netherwood so it doesn't burn he.
Good night, less than 3.
Let's get down to business.
Hey, Nicole.
And it's good night.
At Starboy he.
Charlie Bean 322 says I am a set fire then.
Less than 3.
Rick Orion says I want one like this Imma find one.
At hey.
Rick Orion says fairy. Rick Orion says it's blue.
Do you know MJI stalk you?
Rick Orion says for star.
At Starboy, hello. Huh.
creepy. There's nothing to stop.
Hi Cavatham says stop, he's better than Starboy. Rick Orion says no. Rick Orion says no one better.
Sometimes.
Rick Orion says I like he. Charlie Bean 322 says arson. Charlie Bean
Thanks.
Charlie Bean Hi Cavatham
Why
says
does that keep happening?
Whoa.
Must have been the wind.
Exactly what I needed.
Charlie Bean 322 says MJ look. Rick Orion says our house looking good so far Char. Charlie Bean 322 says THX. Charlie Bean 322 says arson. Rick Orion says no. Rick Orion says you might actually burn stuff by accident. Charlie Charlie Bean 322 says L. Ike my
Stop. Help, what is Char doing?
Rick Orion says no.
My keyboard was in the way.
Hi Cavath. Charlie Bean 322 says I'm still cold. Rick Orion says sewer slide. Rick Orion says what blue block? Hi Cavath. Rick Orion says it's a dip blue. Charlie Bean 322 says I'm at half a heart. Charlie Bean 322 says can I see
The upside
y'all's
down
houses?
T-block still scares me.
Rick Orion says yes. Rick Orion says thanks bro. Hi Cavatham says NP.
I didn't notice I was in chat.
Ain't that blue-green?
Blue-green.
Charlie Bean 322 says very nice.
Chart who told you
Rick
to
Orion
chime
says
in.
thank you. Charlie Bean 322 says YW.
It's Starboy MJ, actually.
Chart.
Hi Cavath.
Shard but jar.
I just woke up and you.
Simple.
Hi Cavatham says this is so cute. Hi Cavatham says if it didn't belong to Starboy. Rick
I
Orion
just saw you were live.
Et tralalashalala tartaglia marry me same. Get out.
Who? Get that nerd out.
6 actually.
You can only sleep at night and during thunderstorms. You can only sleep at night and during thunderstorms. Respawn point set. You can only sleep at night and during thunderstorms. Rick Orion says melon. Rick Orion says for Starboy. Hi Cavatham says Saibo. Charlie Bean 322 hit the ground too hard. Rick Orion says no wool. Rick Orion says just one. Rick Orion says for painting. Charlie Bean 322 says I am a raid your house. Charlie Bean 322 says now. Charlie. Hi Cavatham says TYY, love. Rick Orion says. Charlie Bean 322 says Coke Glock. Hi Cavatham says I'll hate them bennies.
Kaya.
Charlie Bean 322 says 9.9/10.
Yes.
Hi Cavatham says TYYYY. Charlie Bean 322 says -1.0.BC bennies. Charlie Bean 322 says you have Benny's obsession. Charlie Bean 322 says NYW.
$10 a.m.
Oh.
Same.
PM.
Oh.
Charlie Bean 322 says who wants to go on an adventure.
Melon water. Mizzou melon.
I'm coming home.
Yes.
LMAO.
Coming home. Starboy
Hi
sleep.
Cavatham.
Ocha green tea.
Charlie Bean 322.
Tell the
Charlie
world
Bean
that I'm coming
322 says
home.
I drink TB.
Why would I do that?
You sleepy.
It's a song.
Hi Cavatham says we can make like
None
an
of
underwater
our
tunnel out
business,
of glass
bro.
or something.
Hee hee. Quiet down.
Charlie Bean 322 says Y. Charlie Bean 322 says E. Charlie Bean 322 says S. Rick Orion says
Rose
I like
giggling.
that. Charlie Bean 322 says yes. Charlie Bean 322 says yes. Charlie Bean 322 says yes. Rick Orion says glass. Rick Orion says glass. Rick Orion says glass. Charlie
Glass.
Charlie Bean 322 says anyone got coal. Rick Orion says where TFR blue orchids backslash. Hi Cavatham says I got some coal.
On
Charlie
some
Bean
nonchalant
322 teleported Charlie Bean 322 to Rick Orion. Charlie Bean 322 says swamp. Charlie Bean 322 says find a
Word.
swamp.
Athletic, tall, dreadhead and feminist BTW.
Charlie Bean 3
Hum.
Charlie Bean
LMAO.
322 says amen. Charlie Bean 322 says it despawned.
Shish. I love when the funny
Hi Cavatham
voices
says
get
if
played.
anyone needs coal and loves for burning
That
elephant.
alpaca.
Charlie Bean 322. The nearest swampland is at block minus 1489, 63, 202, 2284 blocks away. Rick Orion says huh.
I don't like alpaca. Why?
That's a llama.
Chopped.
Hi Cavatham says you don't get coal BC you like Starboy.
Enough.
Rick Orion says I will suffer with no coal.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi Cavatham says then apologize and make Starboy bald.
You think alpacas are ugly?
At Hailumiyeya.
Rick Orion says I will
Sadface, why
never
don't you
touch
only in
coal in
Roblox
my life.
Sadface? At Hailumi High.
At Nickel and Salaming High. No Roblox. At high. Minus 489 63,202.
Colon closing parenthesis closing parenthesis.
I don't want to be bald.
At MJ Oki, colon opening parenthesis.
RN. At Starboy, then wear a wig.
Charlie Bean 322 says Charlie Bean 322 said
But my dreads.
Minecraft. Wear Temu dreads.
Sigh.
What if they edit them?
Recording. Edit the dreads.
Colon closing parenthesis.
Edit us?
Why is Alhaitham playing Minecraft?
Charlie Bean 322 teleported Charlie Bean 322 to minus 1,488.50 63.00
Let's get down to business.
202.50.
Stop recording me.
Question mark, question mark, question mark.
Charlie Bean 322 says MJ. Charlie Bean 322 says I found your flowers.
How do you feel about your
Rick Ryan
roommate?
says
At Starboy recording.
I didn't consent.
I want memories.
Rick Ryan.
Hello. I stop.
How do you feel about your roommate?
Charlie.
It's legal in Canada.
At Carrara he.
At Starboy no greater than Sadface. MJ not Alhaitham adhesive bandage. My roommate Starboy.
At Starboy sad face. LMAO.
At LCYLA true.
Bros just gonna S smiling. And they were roommates. Did he just flip us off, pregnant man?
At Starboy?
Sibao Starboy.
Wrong emoji.
Still recording.
Laylo, who is you? At Starboy, zip your mouth, please.
MJ, can you tell Starboy to be nicer to me? No.
I don't own him.
What is happening?
MJ. He only listens to you.
They'll delusional.
You could. Yes, Eclipse.
OSNS.
How are y'all doing?
Hi Cavatham. Teleported Hi Cavatham to Rick
Colon
Ryan.
opening parenthesis. Hi. Carrara.
Nonchalance.
I'm dying.
At Carrara, great, thank you.
Hi Cavatham says don't go in the trial thing LOL.
Why the caps?
Charlie Bean 322 says I'm in it.
My
Hi
kitchen
Cavity
lady
says
is
they
to
can
be
spawn
Clara.
wardens I think.
My account got
Charlie
abandoned.
Bean 322 says that's how I found it.
And Nikolai's
Charlie Bean
sounding great.
322 says what? Charlie Bean 322 says oh.
My Genshin main
Charlie
used to be
Bean
Karara,
322
until my
says
account
4.
got abandoned.
Charlie Bean 322 says Idric 3.
Malali.
Gamer?
Ed Karaka no smiley face.
Charlie Bean 322 says what's the worst that can happen?
Why you repeating yourself, Eclipse?
I'm gonna be manifesting.
It's Starboy because I can.
If no one gaff the first time. Rich.
No need to say it again.
Charlie Bean
I'm sorry,
322.
Father. I'm gonna left. Maybe I should back soon.
It's Starboy, just sip your morgue.
Hi Cavith.
Bye, y'all guys.
Teleported
CYHH.
Hi Cavith to Charlie Bean
At
322.
Starboy, just zip your mouth.
At Hilumi bye.
At Hilumi bye.
Algorithm is trying. I can't get into my Genshin account.
At Nikolai Salaming bye now all.
I am manifesting for you too. At bye.
Get that bag.
On everyone's soul, we all hate Starboy.
Not everybody. I don't hate.
We all dying, bro.
At LCYLALMAO.
What did Starboy do?
I need Alhatham's rerun. I'll spend all of my primo gems just to get that man.
I don't hate in general.
I for our exist.
Akara, nothing at all, bro.
Oh.
At LCYLA hahaha.
Hating me is homophobic.
Charlie Bean 322 says all we need is blaze rods.
Actually.
Rick Orion says for what?
I'm
Charlie
back,
Bean
mother.
322 says Ender Dragon. Rick Orion.
Here you go.
Hello, editor. Thanks for
Hi,
gift.
Silenced.
Charlie Bean
Thank you. Hello,
322
MJ.
says I got 4.
Hello, Ed.
At Starboy no.
Hi Cavitham says I found a
YW.
trial spawner help. Hi Cavitham says we need 7 blaze rods 14 ender pearls.
Why was
Charlie
the
Bean
Alhatham
322
audio
says
based?
help. Charlie Bean 322 says the bogs are attacking.
Here you go. Here you go.
You forgot to say nope twice, Eclipse.
Here you go.
Hi Cavitham says I don't got a weapon.
Thank you. Thank you.
Charlie Bean 322 says I screamed.
YW.
The base.
Charlie Bean 322 says I got scared, I jumped. Hi Cavatham says I am a go back.
I'd help you right.
Hi Cavatham died. Hi Cavatham. Killed Hi Cavatham.
What base?
For the thank you audio.
Hi Cavatham says I'm bored.
Please mute Starboy because they're being rude to people in the stream.
It's base
Charlie Bean
boosted.
322 says same.
Thank you. It's a little early for me. Let me get a cup of coffee first.
Hi Cavatham says MJ, can we do something fun?
COFFE.
Rick Orion says what?
I see now, haha.
The base actually.
It's a little early for me. Let me get a cup of coffee first.
Hi Cavatham says I don't know.
I'm crying.
Coffee.
Hi Cavatham says we should play Roblox Inflation Orbit.
Ong.
Lowered my volume.
Rick Orion says to know anything in Roblox. Charlie B.
Can someone please mute Starboy there, dang out hand?
It's a little early for me. Let me get a cup of coffee first.
Hi Cavatham says PLS install Roblox bro.
Okay.
What is this?
Rick Orion says I got it installed. Hi Cavatham says I got VIP in 3008. Charlie Bean 322 says
At
all the passes.
Starboy father, what did you do? New gen.
You don't need any more coffee.
Charlie
At your local editor, 49%, nothing bro.
Charlie Bean 322 says or set fire to villages.
At Starboy, you literally told me to stay?
New gens don't FW me for some reason.
At Starboy Psy ATP, you're getting in Haters Club. At Starboy, I do.
Ooh 3008 is fun on Roblox.
You hallucinating. At Starboy, no one FWU except MJ.
At LCYLAIFW Starboy.
Bro Starboy, just make up with me and we got peace.
My baby cousins are new Genshin.
Thanks, bro.
Gens.
Layla, why would I want to do that?
That's why I don't FWU. I played Genshin since 2024. People say I'm new gen, but I was AR26. Tears.
Charlie
You
Bean
are new gen
322
Eclipse.
says someone answer. Charlie Bean 322 says
26 is
enter.
baby bro.
Charlie Bean
Throughway
322
right.
says I forgot.
I DK when I started Genshin.
Charlie Bean 322 fell from a high place. Rick Orion says where to get deep skate.
First time I
Orion
agree
says,
with
or Black Stare.
Starboy.
Can we just mute Starboy?
Charlie Bean
I'm
322
stuck at
says
AR-45. I just joined, lost my pole, and left, never came back. No.
Charlie Bean 322 says I don't
Thanks,
know.
Layla Boo.
At MJ, yes.
And he just kept smiling.
I love MJ.
At Starboy, can we just make up, bro?
I love Starboy.
OSNS.
It's Starboy good for you. Why is it muting me?
At Starboy, right father
Charlie Bean
and mother MJ.
At MJ,
Charlie
I
Bean
love Alhaitham.
322 left the game.
MJ PLS, just make a Roblox account, PLS, figure it out.
Papa J.
I got an ACC. This is actually frying me.
I just don't like Roblox much, LMAO. Papa J. Wait, I'm eat breakfast.
At MJ Real. At MJ Wait, I'll reply in Minecraft.
Hi Cavatham says can you just add me on it?
I wish I got Genshin before, but I figured out Genshin Impact in 2023 or 2024 because of Alhaitham.
Hi Cavatham says Rosie _
As long as Chart doesn't comment, we chilling.
Star.
Rick Orion says I can't get on RN.
New Gen. At Starboy Boo. At Starboy Yee.
Hi Cavatham says okay.
Put that frown upside down, MJ.
Star Monkey.
At Starboy, is she not in the Minecraft server?
Put that frown upside down, MJ. Unfortunately, yes.
Who?
Star Sigma Boy.
I barely see MJ frown.
Yes, Layla.
I'm taking a photo.
At FR.
No permission, bro.
Alhaitham smiling is a rare sighting. Starboy, why don't you play Minecraft?
Hi Cavatham left the game.
I'll join before my mom catches me.
Can't.
At Starboy, why?
Why do you want me there?
I deleted Minecraft.
Oh, best very much. At Starboy Bro.
Eclipse, no one asked.
At Starboy, MJ wants you.
I told you I will FWU. At Starboy, can you stop being rude?
At your local editor, 49%. I want MJ. Can Eclipse stop being here?
I'm just trying to watch the live. Who said that?
At LCYLAY. Said what?
Eclipse, sorry, but this is an MJ live. You cannot expect peace. FR. At LCYLA, what she said.
Layla, you were low-key cooking.
Layla chilling RN.
I've heard she's always cooking. Type star Sigma boy.
At your local editor, 49%. No.
Sigma boy. Heatham. Not again.
OMG. Areas.
Came.
Bro just flashed us.
Must be been the wind.
Ha.
MJ, we're inviting you. I got flashed.
Gooning so HARD adhesive bandage.
The random other 30 ppl watching.
At Saint FRFR.
Ty MJ.
LMAO.
UE at 43. PPL.
At LCYLA what?
Law.
Wait, bros. MJ, check invites. Let me finish.
I'm gooning to Al
Rick
Hatham
Ryan
right now.
says where TFMI.
That's almost my age.
Hello, 3.
Nah, you let MW finish.
At Starboy OK Old Man MJ. At Saffron, HKVHCNI welcome back.
Hey Saf bro.
UNCMJ.
At Saffron, HKVHCNI heya.
Bro, my phone got taken.
MB Old Man Starboy. Saffron I. We don't FW Eclipse here.
Heyo.
At Saffron, HKVHCNI, what's goody?
At Starboy exactly. At Starboy, what did I do wrong, bro? 1-2 step in a box.
Eclipse Hate Club.
Not siding with anyone.
What did you not do wrong?
At Nickel Lang Salaming same. At We Chill here.
At Nickel Lang Salaming IFWU Nicole.
Let's get down to business.
At Nickel Lang Salaming in MJ's live we do not chill.
At Starboy AWH thanks.
MJ just flashed us a second ago.
Petition for everyone to choose sides.
For drama.
Eclipse and Nugent.
At Starboy petition denied.
What is even going on?
At LCYLAY.
I made a plea.
At Saint, they hate me.
At Uki's 4 Harks, I thought that said poo.
At Uki's 4 Harks, that's great char.
Damn.
Kaya you my homie.
At LMAO.
I'm just a orphan bro, cry.
OMG not char PLS. Can someone explain what is happening? Everything but her.
Def.
Poor Starboy.
At Starboy I am doing nothing.
Keep them guessing, guys.
Sad.
Seth.
Why am I being hated, bro? At Saffron, HKVHCNI Starboy beefing. Editor gets it.
Is this like a regular event here? What?
At Starboy, yep.
At Saint, yes. At Saint, yes.
Yes.
MJ, when you edit this, can you put Eclipse Hate Club in the corner?
Why are you just beefing with random people, Starboy?
I see.
Saf don't FW Eclipse. Alright. LMAO.
At LCYLAYESSS.
Real Layla.
At Starboy, yeah, sure.
Don't throw tomatoes at the wrong people, it could stain.
Why are people just randomly beefing with me, what? Sportsfreund Layla.
Kaya.
It's time to sleep, MJ.
At well said. Starboy Eastine Sigma.
Rick Orion says, huh?
Where's the seed?
Starboy just randomly started Argu, ang with Nay.
Layla do comedian.
I'm BACJ.
My likes aren't going up, help.
Nah.
Rick Orion says,
I'm back, I mean.
At Starboy kinda comedy.
This chat is something else.
Oh. At Hilumi, welcome back, KK.
MJ, what is the seed? At LCYLA Nur Warheit. At Nickel Lang Salaming my place.
He left.
At Saint in this household we wild. Drool, drool, drool.
At Saint we're unique, trust.
Eclipse, no one argues for nothing, so what exactly did you do?
At Starboy Geno. At your local editor, 49%. Okay, chill out.
Because he see the craft?
Papa J.
My gosh.
At Nickel Lang Salaming. At Saffron, HKVHC, and I literally was just chatting and Starboy just started being rude.
At Saffron, HKVHC and I, trust me, they did some.
At your local editor, 49%. What?
Papa J.
At Nickel Lang Salaming IDK.
Guys. Recording again.
My BC broke.
No jar.
The build was so cute.
Where did MJ go? At Uki's 4 Harks? Where did he go?
Haha. Someone took Papa J. At Starboy, did you build that? And what exactly did you chat, Eclipse? That could mean everything and anything. MJ.
Mother, come back.
He's back. Oh, he back.
Okay, she's back. Mother, why I pee?
What happened? The legend is back.
Eclipse is too woke, bro.
Saf, let's gossip later.
At MJ Just Daily Beef. Well, guys. At Saffron, HKVHCNI just kept repeating my sentences because my typo was bad, so I kept typing it.
TBH.
What is the seed?
MJ.
MJ. What happened to the world?
Oh no. Can we not spam?
At MJ, I opened a new desktop and IDK what to do.
MJ. Huh.
So basically you spammed?
At Starboy I stopped spamming.
Charge us, not IDK.
At MJ, I can't GE out.
At Saffron, HKVHCNI only twice.
I don't get it.
What's wrong?
Look, your fighting broke his monitor, guys. Not talking to you, Eclipse.
At Saffron, HKVHCNI, it wasn't spamming if it was only twice though.
Ema, go to bed, gang.
At Starboy, that's fine, hash. New World?
Night editor. Eclipse too woke though.
At Nickel and Salming, yeah, exactly.
AFK.
At Starboy Night Father.
GN Ed. At your local editor, 49% GN.
Ed Sheeran.
At Nighty Night.
Is Starboy sleeping?
Okay, so why did you not tell me that in the first place? Y'all get so worked up for stupid things.
Let's not get lost in the chaos. It's 4 a.m. Oh no.
At Saffron, HKVHCNI, that's a MJ live for you.
Starboy sleeping? At Starboy, you were the chaos earlier.
Saf calling y'all out.
At MJ, no bro.
At MJIDK, someone said goodnight, Starboy. Okay. At Saffron, HKVHCNI who?
Ladies DW, I am staying.
We are staying up even if it's 4 a.m. adhesive bandage.
For MJ only. My dad helped me.
MJ doesn't even care about sleep.
MJI did it.
Ah.
That fire looks tough.
Can someone open the server tomorrow on 4 p.m.?
Did what?
At Uki's 4 Harks, good job. Guys, join back. At MJ the desktop.
Wait.
NPCs are talking. Oh no. I want to start up stuff to entertain me, TBH.
I like the fire a lot.
Question mark.
It's for you.
Was
Set the
this
time
not
to 5.
entertaining?
Nah, thanks.
Scared? No, I wasn't screaming. It looked funny when people type in all caps.
Who said that even? Like this?
I just feel like getting on someone's nerves, man.
Yes, Kaya. Good job, LMAO.
Tester rage baiting on Char.
Hey MJU, can join back now.
Okay.
Guys, how to rage bait. Right when I mention her.
Just do IR.
It.
Rick Orion says,
Just say something no one agrees with.
Rubo ni fan yi jegi, ni wei dao mei san yan, chu fei ni shi huan jie yi de shi an chong biao yan.
At Saint this.
LMAO what? Ah, damn it. What if I copy her, his house?
Illegal.
Do it. It's copyrighted.
At MJ sad face.
I can't.
Huh.
Layla hat wrecked. I will.
Sue you.
Plagiarism.
Get you mocked.
I dislike Starboy.
Exactly, MJ.
It's Ragebait BM.
Imagine hating Starboy.
I know this.
Eclipse Nugent. Eclipse, why you still here?
Why they hate Starboy?
I was literally.
I kinda feel bad.
Ah. Cuz they're mean.
Are y'all just beefing cuz you're bored? That was so beautiful.
At Saint Ye.
It's Saint definitely.
Rick Orion
It's Starboy,
says
I was
curse.
rage baiting.
Agree. Still?
Fun.
Rick Orion says what you doing?
I was rage baiting, guys. It was just an example.
My mom is coming.
Eclipse our existence is rage baiting.
Bye. Bye, bruv.
At Starboy Dude.
Who wanna be braloo bruh with Nay?
NVM I'm staying.
Me.
Had your mom gone? At Starboy, not for me though.
Hi Cavatham says MJ come here.
Nicole, don't get on my bad side. IFWU. Oh no. Remember.
Hey. Stop that.
Hi Cavatham says
MJ.
goodbye.
That's Starboy, that's fine if you don't though.
Hi Cavatham says good boy.
Go stop. MJ?
PLS stop.
I love when you can see MJ laughing.
You. MJ what?
Freaky.
No.
Charlie Bean 322 says isn't that a feminine male though?
This is not something I wanna see in the morning, MJ.
Kaya, you real for that?
What? Stop PLSS.
Hell.
PLS. I rebuke.
Hi Cavatham says okay I'm done.
Bro's gone.
That was bad.
And young.
Don't you dare to do it again.
Whoa.
Oh my. Haikabe Cannon. Eclipse, look at this.
Wait guys, I gotta eat.
Starboy?
CYA.
We should go back to Kabe World.
Later.
I love how it went silent as he worked. Oh yeah, it is.
Wow. This is so lovely. Sweet. Whoa.
Sweet mother of Neptune.
Hi Cavatham says added a heart.
Red and blue.
Charlie Bean 322 says MJX Starboy.
$40 ppl just silent.
Hi Cavatham says I want what MJ and Starboy have.
Why are you still alive?
Let bro build shish.
Charlie Bean 322 says I wanted that once then I dated and I hate dating.
OMG.
Now why are we burning Starboy?
Crazy work.
Starboy.
In love.
Hi Cavatham says yeah but what MJ and Starboy have isn't dating, they only date over a live stream. Rick Orion says chicken LM. Charlie Bean 322 says Bach. Hi Cavatham says chicken jockey.
I am amazed.
Please don't hurt the chicken.
Ah shoot, my internet is giving up on me.
Glad I didn't go to sleep.
Realito.
He.
Char lobotomy.
Hi Cavatham says MJ look. Charlie Bean 322 says the hell.
Whoa.
Charlie Bean 322 says why is
Not
that
the
horse
dog.
possessed? Hi Cavatham
Kitties.
says that. Rick Orion says
Cat. 3.
Rick Orion says no. Rick Orion says no. Charlie Bean 322 says I am dying. Hi Cavatham says good boy Starboy.
Instant ban please.
Whoa.
Starboy was slain by Charlie Bean 322.
Calicos.
Why can't I escape you?
What the I just joined? Why are we hitting the dog?
Oh. I'm gonna left again, bye.
CYAHH.
That was mean, Char. Maybe I'll go later.
Bye. Oh.
At Hilumi, bye bye. Cool.
Rick Orion says bro. Rick Orion says my anvil. Rick Orion says name tag. Rick Orion says how. Charlie Bean 322 has changed their skin. Charlie Bean 322 says got souls?
OMG.
Rick Orion says no color.
Exploding.
Starboy was slain by Warden. Charlie Bean 322 says H. Charlie Bean 322 says A. Starboy was slain by Warden.
Oh my days.
Rick Orion says stop. Rick Orion says go away. Rick Orion says dang.
Starboy, sing the Drake song for MJ since he speaks
Charlie
Spanish.
Bean 320. Charlie Bean 322 says in the void.
Whoa.
Rick Orion says WTF bro. Rick Orion says where are you? Charlie
I
Bean
want to meet her
322
madre.
says head. Charlie Bean 322.
Pay my respects to Ur Padre.
MIA more.
LMAO.
What? I am my best wingman. LMAO.
Star. Starboy was slain by Hot Daddy. Charlie Bean 322 says he. Charlie Bean 322 says I killed the warden. Starboy was slain by MJ. Rick Orion says haha. Charlie Bean 322 says kitty yai. Rick Orion says fake news. Rick Orion says what?
Char is so ominous.
Starboy was slain by MJ.